Everyone, it's Saturday and I know it's a bit weird to start a weekly vlog on a Saturday, but I've had a little break from filming again this week. Just honestly didn't really have much to share with you. I've just been chilling and enjoying being off work. But it's Saturday today of the Easter bank holiday weekend. So on Thursday evening, Will said to me, do you think any of your friends would want to come over for a barbecue on Saturday? Because the weather's really nice this weekend and then it's going to be raining again next week. So I was like, well, I can ask them. And I was pretty sure that they would all be busy because it's the Easter weekend. I thought they'll have all had plans weeks in advance. Nope, they were all free. So, well, most of them were free. So we've got pretty much everyone coming round in my friends group and their partners as well. I really hope we've got enough food. It seemed like we had loads, and then when I've started putting stuff out, all of a sudden it seems like we've got nothing. So I really hope we do have enough. So here's my little drink station. Got all these cups, plastic cups and some soft drinks, but there's beers in the fridge and I think some of the girls are bringing their own drinks. And then I've started putting food out. So I've got sauces, cheese slices, because what is a barbecue without cheese slices for your burgers? A few little pudding bits. I've put some rolls out already and pre-cut them, but the rest of them are there. Some sausage rolls, crisps. I've got salad to put out, potato wedges, some more stuff in the fridge. I've got new potatoes, all sorts. To cook just before people arrive, and we're doing just standard sausages and burgers on the barbecue, but again, some of them might be bringing extra food. So yeah, it seemed like we had loads, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, actually I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but we'll see. Also, I thought I'd show you our beautiful new dining room table. It's really changed how the whole living room looks. It just looks so much nicer. So there's the new dining room table next to my dresser, and then we've got a little basket down here which Will can put his gym bag and his work bag in, so it's not just sat on the floor. As I think I showed you in the last vlog, we moved the sofa over that way, switched the coffee tables around so that that is being used as a TV unit again. And then our old dining room table for today is outside. Will's just watching the football outside, ready for the barbecue. There's our tiny little barbecue. And then we've put, you can just see the rabbit playpen is along the back there, and the dogs are confined to the main part of the garden while my friends are here, because one of my friends is absolutely terrified of any kind of animal. Obviously it's so unfair for us to sit out in the garden all afternoon having a barbecue and leave them cooped up in the house. So we've just fenced off the grass so that they can be out there, and anyone who wants to say hello to them and go and play with them can, but the rest of them who don't want to be around the dogs won't have them jumping all over them. Everyone, it is Monday morning. It's Easter Monday, so it's a bank holiday, so I am at home. Will has just gone to help his dad with the extension that his mum and dad are having. His dad's doing a lot of it himself, so Will goes over there when he needs him to help with something. We actually had a lovely afternoon with them yesterday. They did an Easter egg hunt for some of the grandkids who could come, and it was like the perfect afternoon. It was lovely. And then the day before that we hosted our barbecue at our house for our friends, and I totally forgot to film any of it or take any pictures, but it went really well and I really enjoyed it. I'm sat at our new dining table that I showed you in those clips, and I've just filmed a Q&A video I love this dining room table. It's changed the whole look of the living room. It just looks so much nicer. But yeah, so I just thought I would come on and update you and say that we had a lovely Easter weekend. I really hope you did as well. I'm a little bit behind with weekly vlogs at the moment, so this video probably won't go up until it's long gone Easter weekend, but if you feel like it, let me know what you got up to over Easter bank holiday. By the time this goes up, we'll probably be at the first May bank holiday, to be honest, so yay for another bank holiday. Let me know your plans for this bank holiday. Can you tell I'm in a good mood today? I'm just feeling very chatty. I've just sat and chatted to the camera for half an hour answering my Q&A questions. And I'm gonna head over to my mum and dad's in a little bit because I do like my own company, but obviously over the last couple of months I've spent a lot of time by myself, and I just get a bit bored of it now, to be honest. So I'm going to go over to my mum and dad's and help them around the house. I think they're doing a few bits in the house and garden today before we all go back to work tomorrow. And my mum is helping somebody with their wedding invites, so I'm going to go and help with those as well, and then possibly edit my video. This morning I have hung out a load of washing, sorted out some stuff in the kitchen, edited and uploaded a video for Patreon, which will be going live tomorrow morning for my patrons over there. And yeah, just filmed my video. So I've had a reasonably productive morning, to be honest, and I'm actually dressed. I mean, I didn't really do my hair, I've just shoved it up, and I've got makeup on, so I would call that a pretty productive morning for me, actually. Going back to work tomorrow is going to be a shock after 2 weeks off for Easter holidays. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday today. Please forgive my red face. I've spoken about it already, I'm sure. I've had some skin reactions to my medication, and I've got eczema all over me, and my skin is feeling pretty red and sore today. However, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to tell you that I did end up going to my parents yesterday, and I should have filmed it because it was a lovely sunny day and the dogs were all out playing again and it was really nice. But the most exciting news is that I'm going back to Disneyland Paris. I've put you down because my arm was really hurting, and Winnie is here wanting a cuddle. Aren't you, Winnie? Yes. Yeah, so, oh Winnie. I love this little sausage. So, some of you might know that my mum and I were supposed to go to New York in October last year. But unfortunately, at the end of last June, beginning of last July, my mum was diagnosed with breast cancer, and her treatment went on until January of this year. And so the trip was obviously cancelled, which was sad for both of us. We had both been really looking forward to it, but obviously you do what you've got to do, and the plan was always to rebook the trip. However, as I predicted, my mum now doesn't really want to go. She's very scared of flying anyway, and she sort of booked the trip in a moment of bravery and madness, and she's now changed her mind, and also she's not sure she's up to such a long haul flight anyway, after her health concerns over the last year. And to be honest, I kind of feel the same way, that I'm probably not really up for a trip really far away at the moment. So she changed her mind, and she said that she had been thinking about Disneyland Paris because obviously she's seen my photos and my videos from when I went, and then one of her best friends went with her daughter in the February half term, and now my mum has decided that she wants to go. So of course I was up for that, and I started looking into deals. Winnie. And the direct Disneyland Paris website actually has up to 35% off at the moment. The deal finishes on Wednesday or Thursday, I believe, so tomorrow or the day after. And in one of their sort of like moderate level hotels, they had 35% off, and all in for 4 days, it wasn't as pricey as I thought it might be. It's still pretty pricey, but this is what I've been saving my money for, so that Mum and I could go on a holiday to celebrate her recovery. So we went ahead and booked it yesterday. It was a bit of a nightmare booking it because you could only use obviously one card to pay the deposit, and it wouldn't accept my mum's card for some reason. We couldn't figure out why. Then it went through, and then the website crashed, but they had taken the money, so then we had to call up the bank and get it all cancelled. We had to call Disney and make sure that it hadn't gone through because we received no booking confirmation. It was a nightmare, and in the end we had to use my dad's card, and then I sent my half of the deposit over to them because it just made life easier to just try and use my dad's card instead. But it's booked. I received my booking confirmation last night. You don't get your like travel documents and things until a little bit closer to the time, but we're going at the end of July because we are confined to school holidays, unfortunately, so it probably will be quite busy. However, my mum's not really into rides at all, and she's also a little bit embarrassed to meet characters, so I might try and do a character breakfast with her while we're there, just so that I can meet a few characters and she can sort of see that it's just a bit of fun. And we will probably focus mostly on the shows and the parades and just taking it all in. And she also wants to do a day sightseeing in Paris because she's never been to Paris at all, and she's never seen the Eiffel Tower or anything, so that's what she wants to do. So I'm so excited, I cannot wait. It's 91 days and counting, and what can you see? There's no animals out there. This is what she does when she thinks she's seen a cat or a bird or something. It's just, Dad's left a carrier bag outside. That's what you can see blowing around. I mean, you can go and have a look if you want. She's so funny. People think that she's such a little sweetie, but she's a real predator. Like, if she thinks she sees an animal, she's gonna go after it. She's staring out the door and shaking. Look, stop. Stop it. But yes, so we've booked it. I'm so excited. It's while we're there, it's the Lion King and Jungle Festival. So I'm beyond excited. Lion King came out the year I was born, and it's always been probably my favourite Disney film. So yeah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to get myself a Lion King spirit jersey, get myself some Lion King related ears, make my mum wear some ears, get her an I'm celebrating badge. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So expect lots more Disney themed content coming in the run up to that trip. And because I'm so excited about that trip, I'm currently looking at Walt Disney World for next year, so 2020, because I really want to go, and I'm gutted that we had to cancel our trip this year. And if you book with certain websites, you have right up until like 60 days before your trip to pay off the balance. So I'm looking at maybe doing a solo trip for a week, maybe like February half term, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm not brave enough. We'll see. Oh, little Winnie. Ow. You headbutted me. She really thinks there's something outside. I have no idea what she's looking at. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday on this lovely 4-day week after the Easter weekend. I'm not feeling great this morning, to be honest. Ignore this lovely spot in the middle of my forehead. I'm not feeling too great this morning. It's injection day today, and I have noticed that so far the injections are helping me. Like I said, I have had quite a few side effects in terms of developing like eczema all over, which is a bit rubbish, but at the moment it's bearable in order to be well. But I have noticed that the last couple of days before my next injection is due, I start to feel a bit rubbish again. So I've got a hospital appointment tonight, so I will speak to my consultant about it tonight and see what he says, and see if that's normal in the beginning. Because obviously I'm not going to be 100% healed on the inside. It takes, you know, months and months to sort all of that inflammation out. So I'll speak to him today and see if it's normal, but I'm not feeling too great this morning, and it's annoying because I was meant to go to the gym with Will this morning. I really want to get back into going to the gym, especially because Mum and I have booked ourselves that Disney trip for July now. I want to be able to wear all of my nice summer clothes and feel good about myself. So I wanted to go back to the gym, but I just didn't feel well enough, especially because I was up most of the night. I had nightmares all night, which was really horrible, and I just didn't sleep well at all. So yeah, super annoying. But it is already Wednesday, and after today we will be halfway through the week because it's only a 4-day week, and just trying to be positive. My plans are to come home after work, grab some lunch, spend a little bit of time with the dogs, and then I need to go to university, try and get some work done, return some books that are due back, they are overdue, and pay the fine that I've racked up, and then go from there to my hospital appointment. So a busy day, but I'm sure it will be okay. Hello everyone, I've just been at university for a little while. I had some books to return and I wanted to get a little bit of dissertation research done. So I did that, and now I'm off to a hospital appointment. I'm feeling a little bit blur because it was injection day today. I think I mentioned that earlier, and I did my injection. When I got in from work, I had some lunch, got myself a cup of tea ready, and then did my injection. I always have to eat before I do it and have a cup of tea ready for straight away afterwards, because I always have a funny turn after I do it. It's the anxiety before having to do it. After it's done, all the adrenaline sort of like rushes, and I end up having a bit of a funny turn, so I have to have a nice sugary tea ready for afterwards. And I always just feel a little bit rubbish after my injection because it's really painful and my leg's really sore. So walking up and down the stairs and the hills at university is not ideal with my sore legs. If any of you have ever been to Winchester, you will know that it is very, very hilly, and the university is very much on lots of different levels with lots of stairs and lots of like hills to walk up and down. So yeah, I've just been at uni and I decided to stop in here on the way to my hospital appointment because, like I said, I wanted to get some work done and I had some books to go back, but also it's on the way to my hospital because Southampton Hospital deal with my Crohn's disease rather than my local hospital. So they're kind of like near to each other. They're only about 25 minutes apart. I think it's going to take me a little bit longer than that to get to the hospital though, because the avenue in Southampton is always absolutely rammed. Again, if any of you have been to Southampton, you'll know where I mean. But yeah, so I'm heading there now. It's about 6:30, so I've given myself an hour to get there, get something to eat and get parked and everything. So yeah, I'm off. Hello everyone and good morning. It is Friday and it's 8 o'clock and I'm exhausted. I'm just about to head off to work, but we had a bit of a day yesterday. Will came home from work. I'll make it into a short story for you. Will came home from work yesterday evening and he saw me agonising over whether to book a solo trip to Walt Disney World, and he was like, do you know what, let's just do it, let's just go together for a week next February. So I was so excited. I booked it, paid the deposit, which was only £100, so £50 each. It's not a huge amount, and then the balance will be due at the end of December. And then we went on to book flights because I've been keeping an eye on flights for about a week and a half. The prices haven't gone up. You can get flights from like less than £300 at the moment. So we went on to book the flights. None of the websites were working. All of them were saying that we couldn't book the flights, that the flights had changed, the details had changed, the times had changed, the prices had changed. Literally, we could not book a flight at all. Eventually at about 10 p.m. we were both just absolutely fuming and gave up. So we currently have a Walt Disney World holiday booked that we can't currently get flights for, but I'm going to have another go today with some different airlines. But yeah, I was really upset because the flights bumping up in price and making the trip affordable was the main reason that we had to cancel our trip for April this year. So I just couldn't believe it was happening again, so I got really upset, and Will got really annoyed, not at me, at the situation. And at about 10 p.m. we gave up and we were like, look, let's just go to bed and try again tomorrow. And then when we went up to bed, Will checked his phone and he had a message from his sister saying to call her. So he called her, and their dad had a heart attack last night. So he then rushed off to the hospital. His dad has had a stent put in. To my knowledge, he's stable and fine at the moment, but obviously it's a very scary thing and just a complete and utter nightmare. And poor Will, he was already so annoyed and so stressed after trying to sort out the flights, and then he had to rush off to the hospital. I didn't go with him because I knew that his dad wouldn't want everyone there, and Will had his sister and his mum there for moral support, so I stayed at home and I didn't sleep because I was so worried. And he got back in the early hours of the morning and let me know everything that had happened. So we're both a bit fragile this morning. It was definitely a day yesterday. I'm really hoping I can get the flight sorted today so that we don't have to think about it anymore. I'm going to ring the Walt Disney holiday company or travel company, whatever they're called, and try and change our dates by one day to try and get a flight with Norwegian. And yeah, it's, stress. Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on and quickly finish this vlog. I'm very aware that this week's vlog has just been me chatting to you a lot and you haven't really seen much other than my face, so I apologise for that, and I will try and bear it in mind for next vlogs coming up. I won't promise that I'll keep it in mind for next week's vlog or whatever, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I will try and bear it in mind for future vlogs. I've seen a couple of people offering constructive criticism recently to some other vloggers, that they see a lot of the vloggers' face and not necessarily a lot of what they're actually doing. Yeah, we're gonna go see Avengers Endgame now, and tomorrow is the Game of Thrones Battle of Winterfell episode, so I am not ready for either of these two things, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be good. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog and I hope you've had a wonderful week. I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.